Hi, welcome back to SoulsMeet.
Hi, how are you guys doing?
I am doing good, which is I'm the only person that can actually answer back.
No, there's
In the
someone
room.
there.
Oh, hi. Yeah, hi. Well, I think I hear that people are saying that they're good, that they're doing amazing.
I mean, it's summer. If you're not doing amazing, then I don't know what to tell
don't
you.
appreciate the sun. We're gonna have a heat wave coming soon.
Oh, no, we're gonna have multiple apparently
Heat
this summer.
waves coming.
I mean, we already had one.
Yeah.
There's another one this week.
And I'm not sad about it. And I know it's bad to say because we're not supposed to be happy about that, but I am.
I don't mind it, but it just gives me anxiety because I can't walk my dogs.
Oh,
And they don't
too much for them.
Yeah, they can't.
Okay.
And they don't understand that there's a heat wave, therefore they cannot go out.
Baby,
And so they bully me.
Well,
No, they do. They bully
How do
me.
your dogs bully you?
They follow me everywhere.
Okay.
Like I get up and they think, oh, we're going out. So they start like getting hyper, running around, going to the front. They follow me everywhere.
Okay.
If I sit down and I don't pay attention, they will come to me and they will go like this.
Like start.
They will stare at me. They just will stare. They will stare.
Oh my god.
So they bully me. They bully me, and so yeah.
So if you open the door for them to go to the backyard and they see how hot it is, would they get it?
No.
They're still like, you need to walk us.
Yeah.
They'll go babies though, because they don't get it.
They don't get it.
And I think it's gonna be like 46 or something. People were saying.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah,
it's gonna be another bad one. So, anyway, it's fine. Hi, if you're new here, welcome.
Welcome.
If you're not new and you're coming back, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. Remember to subscribe and like and comment, people. We want to know what you think because we're saying all these things and we want to know what people actually believe.
We're saying all of these things and we don't know. Tell us what you think. Yes, it's actually the point.
Were you making fun of me? I know you so well. I'm like, she's
Beep, beep, beep. That's okay.
Okay, it's fine.
Well, if you're new here, we're going to explain to you what we
do. We are two best friends who are going to read stories off of Reddit from the thread, Am I in the wrong, Eve? Or
what?
Or.
But what did you say?
I just had it like an if, but like no. Because people are like, if I did this, but no, sorry.
Oh.
Okay, let's reverse. Like go back. Am I in the wrong? Or
am I the asshole?
And then after we read them, we are going to play
rock, paper, scissors,
piedra, papel o tijera.
And the winner goes first, and she gets to say what she thinks, what she feels with this story. And the loser has to go second and give a completely, if possible, different take. Why do we do that? We
do that because there's always two sides to one story. Sometimes
or multiple.
Three. Exactly. Multiple sides to a story. Even though we don't want to accept it, there is one little tiny detail that we can go like, oh, well, this could have gone this way. So we love dissecting that in real life. So we went like, okay, maybe we can do this on a podcast and it would be fun and people would love watching it and we're going to become very, very rich and famous.
We're still waiting
for the last part.
For that. So.
But in the meantime, you're going to help us get there.
Please. That's why we say like, subscribe, and comment.
I think for the first time, we're actually honest about why we do this.
Yeah.
Why do we do this?
It's not just because it's fun. We want to make money.
Yes. Please.
Anyway, the point is we do that so that if you're going through something similar or someone you know, you can hear this and you're like, okay, you know what? I did not think of that. Now I understand. I will be more mindful, maybe even apologize. Or you can be like, I knew it was right. They said it, Yadi and Adri.
They gave me the perspective that I needed to know that I was good. I was right.
Yeah. So that's it. So we're going to get started with
first story.
The first story of Lay Day. Lady. Am I in the wrong for not defending my wife when my sister called her fat?
We definitely read this before.
Did we?
How many sister-in-laws
It
are
says
calling
7 days ago.
how many people are calling their sister-in-laws fat?
I guess plenty.
Okay, let's go.
My sister, 27 female, was visiting my wife, 32 female, and me, 33 male, the other day. An important thing to note about my sister is that she has a child, 5 years old, male, with her now ex-boyfriend, 27 male. When my sister found out she was pregnant, she told her then boyfriend that she was pregnant. He wanted to marry her in a shotgun wedding of sorts, but my sister said no. The only information she offered up was that there was no way they could be compatible in the long term, and I don't think it's any of my business to probe or question her about it. Soon after, my sister and her boyfriend broke up, and they established a healthy co parenting relationship, and both now have 50-50 custody with stable, well paying jobs and live close to each other. My wife strongly thinks that my sister should have gotten married and hates that my sister refers to her ex boyfriend as baby daddy. Ugh, I hate that too. I don't think my sister really cares that she had a child out of wedlock, but every time my wife meets my sister, she brings up the fact that she should try to get her boyfriend back and ask him to propose again and asks why she doesn't want to marry him. Especially since my sister has been single for the past 5 years. It has gone to a point that she has told me privately she is fed up with this, and he has asked me to speak to my wife about this, which I have. The other day, my sister visited my wife and I at our house. We were having a normal conversation, and my sister was talking about her son entering kindergarten and all the ways she was preparing him. The convo seemed pretty mundane until my wife once again brought up that my sister should try to get married at the courthouse with her ex boyfriend, and that the other parents would view her as immature and would think of her child as illegitimate if she didn't. Before I could even jump in and say anything to diffuse the situation, my sister was raging and said that my wife should worry about her fat self and losing 100 pounds
Now I get that.
before worrying about her child, and that a ring can't hide her triple chin,
Oh my god.
and to worry less about her going to the courthouse and more about the gym. Okay. My wife has always been on the bigger side, and I absolutely love and adore her, but it is one of her biggest insecurities. She ended up sobbing while my sister grabbed her things and left. This whole argument took around 2 minutes, and I froze and I didn't really know what to do. After my sister left, my wife asked why I didn't say anything to defend her. I was honest and said that I thought she was wrong for calling my sister immature and her child illegitimate. While I acknowledged it was wrong for my sister to make the comments she did, I don't think they were completely unprovoked. My wife is now giving me a silent treatment, so am I in the wrong?
I am just picturing this man being like,
Literally.
what is going on? What is going on? Well, that's also what you get with because nobody stopped this a long time ago.
Exactly.
This is what happens.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go.
Piedra, papel o tijera. 1, 2, 3. Piedra, papel o tijera. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so is he in the wrong for not defending his wife after the sister called
Her fat.
That's. Woo! It's a tough one.
Yeah, we definitely hadn't. I just want to say we hadn't read that one.
We have not read this one. Yeah,
we have read something about a sister-in-law calling somebody fat, but it was a
was
different
not this one.
situation.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, it is okay. I'm gonna say no. You're not.
He's
in
not
the
in the wrong.
I'm gonna
There,
say,
I said it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't think he's in the wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's correct. I'm not saying it's okay, but I agree that it was provoked. And this is something that's been going on for a long time. It got to a point where the sister said, "Can you please talk to your wife to make sure that she doesn't bring this up anymore?" She did. He said, "I did talk to her."
That's what he
That's what he said.
Yeah.
and the wife did it again. I'm not condoning fat shaming, no, ever. But I think the wife kept pushing and pushing the buttons, and it gets to a point where you do explode. I'm sorry. And the fact of the matter is, you're not only attacking her decision of not wanting to marry this guy, which she knows him better than you do. We're not compatible. It's not going to work out in the long run. I don't want to marry him, period. That's her decision. That has nothing to do with you. Why are you, the wife, worried about this kid going to preschool and looking like, oh, the other moms are not going to take you seriously or respect you because the child is illegitimate because born out of wedlock? This is not the 1400s. Like, what are we talking about here? A
Where
bastard child.
where is the story located?
Probably. What did you say?
Utah. I think I'm not gonna be allowed in Utah anymore.
When this pops off, which it will, you are not going to be allowed in Utah. Yeah, this story happened in Utah.
I actually have a really good friend in Utah.
Hi, friend.
Hi, friend.
Actually, my favorite Real Housewives so far are Utah.
Ah!
Salt Lake City, Utah. Those bitches are crazy.
Okay.
They're Mormon, yet they're fucking anyway.
Better than the Disney princesses.
Oh,
That was
we
good.
should write that.
That was good.
That was really good. Anyway, side story. Anyway, I don't think that he's in the wrong for in the moment not defending her. I think what he could have done was maybe, but mind you, he literally said that was done in 2 minutes, and my sister grabbed her things while my wife was crying, and it was over. Like, there's not
yeah,
much
it was a
that he
shit
can
show.
do.
It was like one of those moments where like
And
nothing
I'm
is gonna
sure,
happen.
yeah, I'm sure the husband's also in shock. Like, oh my god, what just happened? Like, it's too much going on. But the wife was not innocent in this situation, so that's why I don't feel like he's in the wrong.
And he couldn't have done anything in that, like you said, like what is he supposed to do? What is he like? This wife, and I'm gonna go into another perspective soon, but this wife, she's like, girl, like the sister can be wrong about telling you all these horrible things about your weight and things that you shouldn't be at this point. Also, we're not in the 1400s. On the that's my I found it another perspective. If we're not in the 1400s to talk about the child and like how to have somebody in wedlock, we're also not in the 1400s to be talking about people's bodies and their choices about how they look. However, she's wrong for saying those things, but she's not wrong for stopping this. You need to stop, wife. You need to stop.
You do.
Like, this kid is 5 years old. It's not even like that's it, done. And very sadly, this was the way for this woman. I can only imagine what went through her head, and she was just like, that's it,
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Did she say very unfortunate things that she shouldn't have? 100%. But you need to be stopped.
Yeah.
And 100% the husband doesn't need to, like, in that moment, what are you even gonna say? Like, and he's talked to you multiple
Exactly.
times.
He has told you. And also, like, what do you expect of him? To be like, hey, sister, you're wrong. Meanwhile, you're also wrong.
All
So
you need,
what?
all you need to do is like, if anything, the best thing to do in that moment is just like let things de-escalate.
Yeah.
And in that moment, things went crazy, ballistic. She left. You're there. Obviously, if you guys want to work things out, you're gonna have to sit down and talk about these things.
Yeah.
And both, like, well, not both of you, because she wasn't saying these things all the time to the wife. But yeah, both of you are gonna have to like agree to not talk about these things. Say I'm sorry, and it's probably gonna hurt for a while. It's probably not gonna be the same. It's gonna probably make like create a scar in your whatever friendship you had as a wife and sister-in-law.
Oh, yeah.
But like, it's also not the end of the world, and you can move past us as long as the wife understands that that's not something to say, that she needs to mind her own business.
Yes. I'm sorry, but I'm not someone that will like choose to be petty in a situation like this. But sometimes, and I've told her this too, sometimes people need the same energy that they're given to learn that you just don't talk to people like that. Some people just need to learn the hard way, not through, hey, please don't talk like that anymore. No, sometimes people, you literally need to do the same thing they're doing to you. So they're like, oh shit, okay. And they won't do it again.
That.
Sad, but true.
Sad. Like we wish every single conflict would be resolved in a good manner, like, something that makes sense, and like two people talking and saying, hey. I also feel, if we find another perspective, that the sister could have gone directly to her and said,
Yeah.
I don't know if she ever did that, but I think she could have also gone to the wife and be like, the sister-in-law, and be like, hey, can you please stop talking about my situation and how I had my son in in my situation with the baby daddy.
Baby daddy.
Like, and if you don't like me saying that, that's the way that I call him. Too bad. Like, but you need to stop, because this is the thing. This is why sometimes we do need to talk about things, and I know it's weird and scary, and it's like,
Talk.
but you just go and say, this is gonna create a problem between us. If you don't stop saying those things and criticizing me and my decisions in this way, you can come up to me and say, hey, you know what, I really truly believe that you could have handled this way. Like, like I just think that could have been better, depending on the type of relationship you have. Also,
Yeah.
are you close? Then sure, go ahead and say, hey, but this is what happens. If you don't say anything, this is what happens. It blows up. My other perspective is the sister could have also gone and say, hey, this is gonna be bad. Hey, stop it, because I'm getting fed up.
Yeah.
Instead of just going through the brother.
Good point. Straight to the source. Next story.
Am I in the wrong for telling my biological daughter that she's not mine? For some context, my best friend Dylan and I have known each other for years. After he and his husband Grant got married, they started looking for egg donors and asked if I would donate my eggs. I agreed. It was a long, painful process. So she's a girl, whoever is talking,
Yes,
right?
OP's a girl, it
Yeah,
sounds,
yeah.
yeah.
But eventually they got a surrogate and welcomed their daughter, Merida.
Ah,
Ay,
Mérida.
Merida. Fast forward 5 years, and I was invited to Merida's birthday party. Everything was going great until Grant's mom cornered me with a bunch of questions. She's always been weird. She skipped their wedding. She has made rude comments for years about Merida having two dads, and constantly says Merida doesn't look like either of them. Dylan and Grant had never told her who the donor was because they were no contact with her for a long time. She told me that she had seen my post about the downsides of donating eggs and asked if I was their donor. I told her no because it was none of her business. She kept insisting Merida looked like just like me, and eventually said that she knew I was the biological mother and that I needed to step up and be there for my daughter.
What?
At that point, I just left. Later that night, Dylan texted again asking why I had left so early, and I told him everything. He apologized and said that he would handle it. A couple of months later, Dylan and Grant asked me to babysit Merida while they went out for their anniversary. Merida was acting quieter than usual, and after her parents left, I tried to talk to her and asked, and after a couple of minutes of silence, she looked at me and asked, "Are you my mommy?"
Oh, no.
I was completely caught off guard. I asked why she thought that, and she said Grandma told her that I was.
His fucking grandma.
That. I told her that I wasn't her mom and that Dylan and Grant were her parents. I wanted to explain what an egg donor was, but she's only 5, and I didn't feel like it was my place to have that conversation without her dad's there. She started crying and ran to her room. Immediately, I called Dylan and Grant, explained what happened, and they came home. They thanked me for calling them right away and apologized for the situation. Now I'm wondering if I handled it wrong. I didn't want to lie to her, but I also didn't want to explain something so personal without her parents present. Wait, so she is the egg donor?
She is.
Oh, I had understood that she wasn't.
No, she told the grandmother she
She
wasn't because it's none of her
is. So she
business.
did lie to her. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel terrible about the whole thing, and I keep getting Grant's mom in my comments calling me a deadbeat mother, and it's really starting to get to me.
What the fuck is going on?
Let me know what I should do if I'm in the wrong. I used fake names and I tried to explain this as short and quick as I can. So sorry if it doesn't exactly make sense. Am I in the wrong? There's an update.
Oh.
Update: I have blocked Grant's mom on everything. And after she went as far as contacting my own mother about Merida, I have
What?
decided that I've had more than enough of her. I'm planning to pursue a restraining order against both of her and her friend, who's also been harassing
Oh
me.
my.
As far as I'm concerned, I have no intention of even speaking to either of them again. Dylan and Grant have decided that they want to handle the situation with Merida on their own. So for the time being, they've asked that I don't talk to her or babysit her like I used to. I completely respect that. They're her parents, and if they feel that they need some space while they work through everything, I have absolutely no problem with it. I don't know why I got emotional about that. Their
Oh.
plan is to tell Merida the full story when she's older and able to understand it better. Before she starts kindergarten, they're taking her on a Disney trip in the hopes of giving her something fun and positive. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry, but that's not
Yeah,
important.
it's fine.
They have told me that Merida is doing okay. That they said that she's adjusting well and understands as much as a 5 year old reasonably can. Thank you all so much for the advice, kind words, and support.
Okay.
Okay, I actually have two takes.
Me too.
Oh, great.
Me too. I wonder if this is the same
It probably is.
one.
Shocking.
Piedra,
Piedra,
papel o
papel,
tijera.
tijera.
Un,
Un,
dos,
dos,
tres.
tres.
Piedra,
Piedra,
papel o
papel,
tijera.
tijera.
Un,
Un,
dos,
dos, tres.
tres.
Coño.
¡Coño!
Coño.
Yay.
Okay, go. But it's good because we have.
We have
Yeah.
different takes.
Yeah.
No, you're not in the wrong. I'll go with that one, even though there's another one.
There's
But
another one.
I don't think you're in the wrong for lying to her. Um, even though you are the biological mother, and the only thing that worries me is that Merida is now 5 years old. She's not gonna forget this. No, I know, but listen, it's connected.
It's all
It's all
connected.
connected. She's not gonna forget this, but I don't believe it's your place to have that conversation with her. I think you did the right thing because the dads need to handle this themselves. Um, I think it would have made things worse, honestly, if in that moment you told her the truth. She would have so many questions, and I think it would create a bigger problem. So I don't think that you're in the wrong for in that moment reacting that way. Um, the grandmother, what the fuck is wrong with that lady?
You're so right with getting a restraining order.
I
It's like
I'm like, yes, you need. I cannot believe these people. I'm saying these people because it's her and her friend. Like, who the fuck is the friend on top of that? Like, why are you involved in this? But they're harassing you to the point where you need to get a restraining order. Like, what's wrong with
it's
you?
crazy.
What's wrong with people? It's actually so messed
Also,
up.
you're not even in what capacity are you in your son's life if you don't accept that this is fully their daughter.
Clearly, they didn't tell you for a reason,
Mm-hmm.
and it's none of your business. And they didn't want to tell her for good reason. She said herself, like, she needs a mom. Like, two dads can't pay. Like,
Yeah.
she has her own thoughts about this whole entire thing. But that's fine. That's fair. That's your opinion. But it has nothing to do with you at the end of the day. So that's why they didn't tell you, and they don't need to tell you. And for you to like be harassing this OP now and telling her you need to be involved in your daughter's life, what are you talking about? So anyway, good on you for getting a restraining order, and I don't think you're in the wrong for lying to your
Yeah.
biological daughter.
Yeah. I mean, I that's my most my number one uh choice too, in the sense of like you're not in the wrong. Like and I think it's even amazing to read a story like this. I mean, I was actually very intrigued because I was like, it's the fact that she understands so well that this is not her daughter. Like
Right.
even though it's her biologically hers, and this might change in case to case. It might change. Another person, another woman might feel like, you know what, like I'm her DNA is mine. Like she is
Right.
kind of like my daughter, and they might feel more um territorial, I guess.
Yeah.
But this woman is like, she really understood the assignment.
She did. Wow.
She really went like,
Which is
I'm
great. It's
doing it
complicated
is very that's what I'm saying. Like I'm intrigued because I'm
because
like,
you're in the circle, like you're close friends with these people,
you're
and
close friends with them.
so it's like,
Yeah.
how do you not get attached as the
Exactly.
baby's even growing? But then afterwards,
And I
seeing her
think
grow.
that's why I got emotional in the moment that I read that Merida actually asked, like, is it like, are you my mommy? It's because like maybe me as a woman, even like even though I and I'm an egg donor, I don't think I could because of that reason. Because I would feel like I'm attached to this dog, to this girl. So I wouldn't like, maybe with a question like the grandma, I would be like so confused and I would be like, oh my gosh, like like, it would. But this woman is so clear about who she is in Merida's life, that then allowed her to be in such a uncomfortable and difficult situation and be like, you have parents and those are your parents. Yeah, I realized that I don't necessarily have a second take in her, in what she did specifically, even though, because I don't know if she could have handled it any better than that. I do not like the line though,
Yeah.
and that's where I was like, I might have another perspective in the sense of like Rand and Dylan. I'm not gonna tell people how to do their thing, but even when you think a child is very small, I think there are ways to understand certain things and start saying certain things. And I really, really worry that this was something handled as like, that's not true, is a lie, when we know that that's not the full story. When she is like, could have been some sort of explanation that I'm not saying either of you needed to have at that moment. However, OP is in your life. So maybe for anybody else who could be in this situation, maybe this is something that you should have known if you're gonna keep your
Exactly.
egg donor in your
Close immediate
circle.
circle.
Exactly. As far as to babysit your child and stay with her and have a close relationship with her, this should have been a conversation already, so you all knew what to say. Because of course you were not thinking that grandma was going to say that, but still, there is some, in some way, I think a 5-year old could start thinking like, oh, I have, why does the majority of
A
people that I
hundred
know have a
percent.
mom and have a dad? Like, you, I guess, if I can say another perspective, you should have some sort of an idea of what to already say, so you could start telling her the truth. Because I do, that's the part that I'm like, ah, I do not like the lying. I
Yep.
do not like that one day, doesn't matter when, 7 at 8 at 10 at 12 at 15, she's gonna be like, oh, you guys lied to me.
Yeah.
And your friend who took care of me also lied to me. Because the answer, she's not my mommy, but she is related. I don't know. So I don't know. Again, I guess a psychologist could say what to do, but some sort of answer that can be like, listen, there are different ways in, like, in which there are different processes for a child to come into this world nowadays. And I don't know if a 5-year old would even understand the lingo, but the way that you came to be with your parents was a little different. So we are related by blood. Something like that. Something like,
Right.
we are related by blood, and you did come from me, or some, I don't know what, if that would confuse, I don't know. What I'm saying is, maybe this is a good wake up call for everybody out there, to have like, to know exactly what you answer to your
Yeah.
I do have a case really close to me. This was an adoption. um and she always knew she was gonna be like, she was gonna tell her, I don't know at what age this happened though, but I do know that the daughter said, like, for some reason they ended up being like, oh, just so you, like, you didn't come from me, you came from another woman, like, you came out of another woman, right? um which in this case is like, like, even two other people involved, like, there is
Yeah.
like the surrogate mother and then the egg donor. But yeah, but what happened in my close case, she just knew, she had like that answer already like made. And then the daughter was more about like, okay, let's play a game. Like, who's my mommy? Like, she would be like out there being like, is that my mommy? Is that my mommy? She'd be like, no, like you're not gonna see your mommy. Like, it's
Right.
but in this
Right.
case she will. So
Yes.
that's where it became tricky. And that's where I guess my second take goes. It's like
Yeah. Yeah. That was also the second perspective I had is you should have prepared for this because you are keeping the biological mom in this kid's life. I understand the grandmother, you did not expect the grandmother to go all crazy and say the truth to the child. But again, you making the choice, you guys should have all come up with an explanation when the time comes. And the other thing
and
that
even
she could have done
the grandma saying that a couple months prior should have been
should have
already
prepared
like
you.
the
Should have
alarms of like,
prepared
okay,
you.
what if this actually happens?
Exactly. And the other thing that OP could have done to not lie to the child, and I know this is like quick thinking, so in the moment you might not, but you could tell the child, I would love to answer that question. Just give me 1 second. Go call the parents because she did after anyway. They came home, and then you guys could all try to explain in the best possible way to this child what the situation is.
That's a good one. Yeah, you can actually ask a child to wait.
Yeah.
You can
Trust
actually
me,
be like,
they're going to be okay.
yeah,
They're not
be
going to
like,
keep asking
I
questions.
understand you have questions. We'll talk about it. Just
We'll
give
wait
me.
for your
We'll
dads.
wait for your dads to come here
Yeah.
and we'll answer that question. She's I guess understanding the concept of what all of this means, so
Yeah.
she can wait a little longer.
Yeah. Exactly. Those are the stories for
Wow,
today.
but that was a good story. Like,
Yeah, it was.
not a good story,
No,
but
no, no,
like,
no, no. It
but
was a
like a
good.
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you for joining us and see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.